one. Kyna versus Flower.
Is it enough momentum to carry Flower into a victory over the best player in South America? Can Kyna do it? Was denied in the Autumn Royale by Radish of all players from making it into that bracket, so maybe with a bit of a chip on his shoulder going into this match.
Clicking onto the Terros once again, Flower getting a nice signature connection there, and kind of doing what Kyna does to a lot of players, forcing Kyna into the corner, but Kyna fighting back now, forcing Flower in the corner. The hammer mirror, so exciting to see already.
This is going to be a battle of mentalities.
A lot of stomping.
Oh,
a lot of downlights.
Stomp the yard for just a second. Kyna with the quick pickup, and that is an early first strike in just under 40 seconds.
I feel like you blink and you miss it with Kyna sometimes. People like to count how many hits it takes. I mean, if you're Flower, you have to just focus on not getting hit at all. It's so scary versus Kyna.
Okay, can play this very, very slow. Flower, bow equipped, wants to play those ranges efficiently, but Kyna just not giving a chance at all. Look at this pressure.
And you saw that there, Kyna, after hitting the nair, dodges in place, realizing, you know, it's not about me getting more damage, it's about me not getting reversal, not giving Flower anything to work with.
Okay, slow. Flower wants to hard commit though off stage. That's going to be a really awkward position. It's going to be potentially a stock as well. Has to dodge through the weapon throw, but Kyna gets an easy pickup right there. Wants to go for all the swag, even though Flower looked like they could have touched the wall. That's going to be another stock dropped, and Kyna's off to a huge lead.
Definitely, and it's looking tough for Flower, but Flower definitely can find these comebacks, definitely on the back of the hammer, but Kyna right now on the axe, making it so hard for Flower to get anything going. Downlight into side air, won't KO quite yet.
Okay, gets to cover a little bit of space right there, but Kyna way over the top, regains some stage control. Scoop up will find its mark to get the first stock off for Flowers, but it might be too little too late in this first game.
You're gonna have to make something crazy happen, and mind you, Kyna knows what Yumiko can do. Actually uses Yumiko as a counter pick himself, but Flower looking to put his own spin on it there with that side air. Didn't find it though. Kyna looking for the dash up, and like big turnaround GC downlight there. Yeah,
really love that pivot from Flower to try to just get a little bit of stage positioning, maybe force an edge guard right there. You gotta make some moves soon. You're slowly falling further and further behind. Flower, opportunity right here, has to guard the weapon, isn't able to do that, and Kyna is back on once again.
Sidelight, downlight, Kyna looking for that open up here. Looking to confirm this game. Flower, great movement so far to avoid Kyna's approaches. Wow, what a pickup with the GC downlight unarmed, but Flower does the same with the downlight into recovery of his own.
Okay, not converting from Flower means you're in a really bad spot. That Sair sending out a real downward angle means Flower's in a tough position, able to touch the wall, edge slip online, but Kyna's gonna pick that one up with the easy three-piece to take game one.
Yeah, I mean, that looked extremely confident for Kyna, and even in that position, knowing that, okay, I got the hit there, I'm not gonna go off stage because when you barely make it back to the wall, the only thing you're thinking about is I need to get back on stage. Kind of knowing that, just slowly encroaching and getting that end light to confirm the game. Incredibly clean play from Kyna. Extremely stable game plan is the name of the game for Kyna, and it's working out already versus Flower.
Yeah, and this is kind of the question that we a little bit presented at the start of this set, right? Like, is Flower's momentum here enough to face off against like the wall of patience that is Kyna? Right now, after that first game, the answer is no, but maybe Flower can flip the script.
Yeah, it's tough, right? I mean, if you take the action to Kyna, Kyna's no slouch in that game where you're seeing some scramble. South America brings that very aggressive game plan. So Flower making it happen right now on the bow. I like this, leaning into the different weapon. Hammer didn't work out, bow will. Kyna getting juggled now.
All right.
Endlights,
yeah, this is where Flower wants to be though, right? Like, do you want to force that juggle state? Oh no, reversal situation.
Going for it all there, getting hit with a side air from Kyna, forcing the corner now. Another side air, barely misses his mark. A downlight into recovery, goes for the down air, gets the full conversion.
I cannot get over the patience, once again, is the keyword here from Kyna. Look at that, like, knows that that weapon spawn is looking so juicy if you're Flower. Flower immediately gravity cancels, goes for the stomp to try to just contest that space, and Kyna so carefully weaves around it, knows exactly what Flower wants to do in those positions.
I like the weapon toss to, you know, assist in not getting juggled. We saw that versus Rain, finding some success versus Kyna right now, but you got to find some stocks if you're Flower. Weapon toss sends Kyna into the corner. Not nearly enough to KO though, and it's looking tough now for Flower.
Okay, able to starve for just a moment longer. Can Flower find an equalizer stock before this gets a little bit too dicey?
Weapon tosses come out. Kyna holding on to this first stock for dear life. Flower just can't find it.
Okay, stomp. A little bit more, that's enough to do it. Okay, not too hurt in this second stock if you're Flowers. You don't want to fall too far behind though, and I mean, getting that with only taking a couple hits in the process ain't too bad.
What I like a lot is Flower's bow has been juggling Kyna pretty successfully. No soft platform on Demon Island makes it hard for Kyna to land. Even on a weapon like Axe, the Endlight has so much more of a disjoint compared to that down air, and it's working out so far, catching the landing with the downlight there. Gets another Endlight to send Kyna high, but once again, Flower squanders the advantage. Kyna going for the charge up grab pound, didn't get it there.
That's crazy. Okay, Flowers has been playing this medium range so well, leveraging this bow and what it is good at. Here we go. Primed up the bow again so we can get that pickup. I mean, this has been doing so much heavy lifting for Flowers, and just like that, we are back to an even game, PJ.
Kind of went for the big sig there. Flower continues to say, I'm just going to keep you in the air. Can't find any success here. Downlight into side air, and the crowd comes alive as Flower takes a stock, and for the first time in the set with a stock lead.
Yeah, I mean, Kyna has just seemed like this impenetrable wall of defense, and it is so hard to get around the just oppressive stomp stairs that we will be seeing from here. That one picks up a stock as well to make this a one-stock bout. Maybe Flowers can take one here and even it up.
Wow, Flower doesn't even want the hammer, doesn't even want to think about it. Weapon toss away, hits Kyna. I'm happy to take the damage, but I want to see the bow now. Going for a big ground pound, they're getting flipped by Kyna. The down air sends down, and Flower barely able to make it back to the stage without getting hit, but now getting juggled by Kyna. The Endlight sends back to the left side.
Kyna waited for that dodge as well, keeping this so simple as Kyna does best, slowly racking on the damage. Flower needs to make some magic happen, and the bow has been the weapon to do so. Here we go.
Weapon toss there, gets the nair as well, gets a disarm onto Flower, looking for the juggle, gets the downlight into side air. Flower so far off stage with no hope of coming home to the stage, and it's over. Wow.
Kyna 2-0. That game looked so doable for Flowers, but it was just stolen away once again by the pensiveness that is South America's best. I mean, this guy is just so good at finding the conversions when he needs to at the perfect time. That last Sarah angle was also just completely brutal.
It's looking tougher and tougher for Flower here, but I mean, if it's going to happen anywhere, it's going to happen here at BCX. We could see a reverse 3-0, and that's what Flower needs to do to move on into top 8 winner side.
Let's see what happens. I mean, the difference between game 1 and game 2 in my mind was night and day, PJ, and you can see it reflected in the amount of time that the bow was equipped. For the first game, it was only on for about 20% of Flower's game. Second game, it was on for 73% of the game, and that's why we saw it get so close versus Kyna. Surely we're going to see this bow go to town again.
Yeah, I mean, you have to heavily lean into it if it's Flower. It's the only thing that's found success so far versus Kyna. Downlight. It's a little conversion there, but Kyna picking it up with the downlight sider of his own. Flower, once again, forced off stage. Kyna not going off stage, just saying, you know what, I'm willing to let you get back to stage. I'll find another neutral opening. I'll find a way to KO the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that KO. I can't believe that felt so early. But that's what happens to Kyna. He kind of lulls you into like I'm actually not that bad here, and then he hits you with a stray move on hammer. You get KO'd, and you're like, what just happened?
It's a classic mix-up. Kyna trying to get a little bit more damage right here. Gravity cancel from Flower, trying to reach, looking for a jump as well with that signature, but it does not connect, so we return to neutral once again.
Weapon toss there. Flower holding on to the bow once again, looking to find some sort of answers from it.
Oh my gosh, look at these dash jumps from Flower too, like waiting for Kyna to just swing. Even when Kyna misses though, it still feels so scary because the follow-up hit could be coming at any moment.
It might be a little too much movement as Flower, for the first time, able to whiff punish Kyna there. We see the hammer make its return here, gets the big sig.
We saw it from Rain.
That's the set winner.
Maybe it works against Kyna too. Maybe it can work against the best player in South America. It got him for one stock, but Kyna might say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I'm going to win in 3 games. Let's see what happens here.
Won't get a second chance. The Endlight sends high into the nair. That's some nice juggle damage. Another Endlight. Try to land versus my bow. I dare you. As soon as Kyna does, though, downlight into cider. So much damage there.
Yeah, and like I said before, I mean, this bow has just been doing so much work for Flowers, racking up damage, promoting the juggle state. It's been so important that Flowers has this item equipped and most importantly has the weapon primed so that you can get a pickup quickly if you're going to get knocked out right here. There's the weapon throw from Kyna.
Cider sends away Flower, struggling to make it back here. The recovery taps it in. Kyna doesn't have to do anything flashy. Throws the weapon, picks up a hammer, hits the recovery. It's a 1-stock lead for Kyna once again. 1 stock away from moving on into top 8.
Could potentially close the door. Flowers said in the interview, wants top 8 so badly, needs to get a reverse 3-0 against one of the best to ever do it in Brawlhalla. Could it happen here? You got to get 2 perfect stocks now, Flowers.
A lot of dash jump movement from Flower. We saw that in the second stock, of course. Kyna dashing forward with the downlight. Big damage there.
Okay, trying to set up, forcing Kyna into maybe a jump. Wasn't going to bite right there. Gravity cancel doesn't connect. It looked like that was going to be a GC stomp. once again, but that wasn't enough damage or the right side to pick up the KO. Flower was able to connect, but again, it might be too little too late. Kyna, quick three-piece, pushes off towards the left side. Flower with the reversal, here we go.
And has to force it, recover high. Flower not in position to punish it. The weapon toss away. Oh,
Once
it works again! He's 4 for 4 so far on the stage.
I can't believe how efficient Flower has been with finding these signatures. That's crazy.
And it could all be off the back of that there. If he can make this game work, then air sense kind of high. Nice little damage there, but got to make something meaningful happen. Goes for the down air, whiffs it. Kyna getting the end light. Flower off stage once again, and that's the down light to send high.
Yeah, and watch the off-the-top KOs. Like you said before, it can lull you into a false sense of security, but maybe you just get it off the right side instead. Kyna, a 3-0 to shut down Flower's attempt at top 8 on the winner's side, but you still get one more shot in the elimination bracket.
And that, I believe, is our first player that's confirmed for Championship Sunday tomorrow. Not only in 4s for 2s, but also Kyna. That's pretty exciting.
So exciting, Kyna.